In Manor Lords, you always hear there's a trade-off. You're told to choose between a settlement that's ruthlessly efficient and one that's breathtakingly beautiful. We've all seen them, the perfect grids of burgage plots optimized for market access and production chains packed so tightly together you think they were sardines. And yeah, there's a certain satisfaction to that raw efficiency. But it often leaves our towns feeling, well, soulless. They work, but they don't inspire. But what if you could build a settlement heart that's not only strategically sound and economically powerful, but also a genuine work of art? A place with towering spires, fortified walls, and grand vistas that tell everyone who the Lord is. In this video, we're going to do exactly that. We're going to build the perfect manor, proving that with careful planning, you can have it all. We're combining strategic design and creative flair to build the most beautiful settlement heart in Manor Lords. Before we even think about laying a single foundation, we have to change how we think about city building. So many of us, and yes, I'm guilty of this too, have fallen into the trap of just building for function. We see an empty field and our brain just sees a grid waiting to happen. We need houses, so we lay down perfectly straight roads and identical little plots because it's fast and it's easy. But here's the thing, real medieval towns were never like that. They were messy, they grew organically over generations, and their layouts were shaped by the natural curves of the land, the flow of the water, and where the important buildings were. The most important structures, the church, the market, and of course the manor, weren't just dropped into place. They were focal points, landmarks that the rest of the town grew around. So our philosophy for this build is to copy that organic growth. We're going to let the terrain be our guide. We'll think about our sightlines, vistas, and visual hierarchy. When a visitor walks through our town, what do we want them to see? What story should the architecture tell? It needs to tell a story of power and prosperity. We want the manor to be the undeniable heart of our settlement, a crown jewel that's visible from every corner, demanding respect. This means we have to abandon that mindset of pure, cold optimization. We're going to intentionally create curves in our roads. We'll leave beautiful open spaces that serve no function other than looking good. We'll build walls not just for defense, but for decoration, creating layers and a sense of depth. It's a small change to how you think, but it's a single most important step to creating a settlement that feels truly perfect. A place where efficiency and beauty work together, and it all starts with a simple plan. One of the biggest mistakes a player can make in Manor Lords is to just start building. You've got the resources, you've got the space, and the temptation to just start plopping down buildings is huge. But that's how you end up with a chaotic, inefficient mess you have to tear down later on. The pros, the creators who build those stunning cinematic cities, they all have a secret. They plan everything before a single villager picks up a hammer. For this build, we are not thinking in straight lines. We're starting from the center of our settlement and finding a piece of high ground that will be the throne for our manor. This elevation is key. It's a natural pedestal that gives our manor visual dominance. From this central point, we'll use our roads following the natural contours of the land to connect our future construction into the rest of the settlement. One major road will sweep down towards the King Road, and I find that the best curves are created when you have the curve bar tool sort of hovering around the U and the R in the word curve. With our road layout planned out, it's time to bring the heart of our settlement to life. The manor is more than just a building, it's an administrative and economic engine of our entire domain. Without it, we're just babysitting a village. With it, we become true lords. To break ground on our manor, we need 5 timber, 20 planks, and 15 stone. While timber is easy, the planks and stone require a sawmill and a stonecutter camp. So you can't just build the manor on day one. It's a milestone you work towards, a symbol that your settlement has matured beyond basic survival. We've chosen our location carefully, a prominent hill overlooking the main roads of our town. Placing the manor here is a deliberate power move. From this spot, we can survey the entire domain. More importantly, the villagers will always see the manor house on the horizon, a constant physical reminder of who's in charge. Once we place the foundation, our workers will get straight to construction. Watching it go up is one of the most satisfying moments in the game. The real power is unlocked the moment it is finished. Suddenly, a new world of possibilities open up. The manor gives us access to taxation and our personal retinue, a Upon completion, we are immediately granted a retinue, our own private guard of professional soldiers, which we won't be using as we aren't playing a battle-based gameplay at this time. The manor also unlocks the taxation tab. This is how we convert our town's regional wealth into our own personal treasury. Regional wealth belongs to the town, but the treasury is our money, used to hire mercenaries, upgrade our retinue, pay the king's tax, and settle new lands. Building the manor is the moment we go from being a simple manager to a true feudal lord, ready to build something amazing. We will come back to this screen momentarily to adjust our tax rates. For now, we will continue to build and bulk up our manor house. The foundation is laid, but now the real artistry begins. With the manor in place, we unlocked the castle planner, an incredible tool that lets us turn a simple administrative building into a formidable fortress. This is where we go from functional to iconic, and the centerpiece is the Garrison Tower. Functionally, the Garrison Tower is a massive military upgrade. Building one costs 10 timber, 15 planks, and 10 stone. Its main purpose is to increase our maximum retinue size. It's a huge leap in military strength, but we're not just generals, we're architects. Aesthetically, the Garrison Tower is everything for us. It gives our settlement what it's been lacking: verticality. By placing this towering structure right next to our manor, on the highest point of the hill, we create a dramatic, soaring silhouette that will dominate the skyline. This isn't just a tower, it's a statement. It's a spire that draws the eye from every corner of the map, a symbol of unassailable strength. Its height creates a clear visual hierarchy, telling everyone that the manor grounds are the most important place in the region. With our magnificent garrison tower standing guard, it's time to enclose the manor grounds and create a true castle complex. We'll use the walls and gates tool in the castle planner. Each segment of wall costs some planks, which we have plenty of, making this ridiculously cheap way to add incredible visual definition to our build. The key here is to avoid a boring square. We'll create a multi-layered, interesting enclosure. Where our main road crosses this wall, the game automatically generates a gatehouse for 1 timber, creating a formal grand entrance. This gate is a critical transition point, separating the public life of the town from the private domain of the Lord. We'll then add inner walls to create smaller courtyards, adding visual depth and making the entire complex feel a little larger and more intricate. It's no longer just a manor on a hill, it's a proper castle. A masterpiece isn't just about the broad strokes, it's about the tiny details. With our grand structures in place, the manor, the tower, and the walls, it's time for the finishing touches that will make this build perfect. First up, the tax office. This small, unique building is in the castle planner and costs only 4 timber. Now, here's the cool part. As of now, the tax office is purely cosmetic. It has no mechanical function, and for us architects, that's fantastic news. It means we can stick it wherever it looks best. I'm going to position it off the main house, but sort of closer to the gates. I want its unique look to reinforce the administrative purpose of this complex. I want to keep it a small but crucial piece of environmental storytelling. Next, we'll use the outer towers to punctuate our walls. These smaller towers cost 10 timber and 5 stone each and can be placed along the wall sections. Aesthetically, they serve as visual anchors, breaking up long, monotonous walls and adding another layer of verticality. The rhythm of these repeating towers gives the entire structure a sense of powerful, deliberate design. And while we're at it, I think we're going to upgrade everything to the second castle level, putting more stonework and less woodwork in play. Honestly, because I haven't actually gone to see what it looks like yet since the new beta came out. Our manor is complete. The towers scrape to the sky, the walls stand strong, and the design is beautiful. But we made a promise, beauty and function, hand in hand. Now it's time to watch this thing pay for itself. With the manor finally built, we can set a land tax. This is where our personal power really starts to grow. We'll head to the manor's tax panel and set our rate. The key is finding the sweet spot. Tax too heavily and approval will plummet. Tax too little and your treasury stays completely empty. Extensive community testing has shown that the optimal range right now for sustainable growth is between 10 to 20%. This allows you to draw a good income without crippling your regional economy. So we're going to go with just 10% for now. Now we watch. Each month, a portion of our settlement's regional wealth is automatically transferred into our personal treasury. It's not a flood of cash, but a steady, reliable stream. It's the lifeblood of a lord. As our towns prosper through trade, our tax base grows, and so does our monthly income. Our treasury, once stuck at zero, begins to tick steadily upwards. In only 3 short months, our growing treasury unlocks a whole new level of strategy. Suddenly, hiring mercenaries to clear out a bandit camp is an easy choice if we were to play a battle game. We can now afford the 50 treasury cost per soldier to recruit more men into our personal retinue, filling out the new slots from the Garrison Tower. Most importantly, we can save towards the ultimate goal, settling a new region. What we've built today is more than just a pretty castle. It's a dynamic system. The beauty inspires us, but the function empowers us. The Garrison Tower gives us a military might. The manor gives us economic power. The walls, while decorative, provide real security. We can now watch as villagers move through this space, merchants travel through the main gate, and our retinue patrols the battlements. Our perfect manor isn't a static monument, it's a living, breathing, and highly profitable part of this world. So there you have it. From an empty hill and a big idea, we've raised a structure that is undeniably the heart and soul of this land. We've proven that you don't have to choose between beauty and function. Our manor is a formidable fortress, an economic powerhouse, and a stunning architectural centerpiece all at once. The tower in Garrison Tower is a beacon, a symbol of our strength. The layered walls create a sense of history, while the gates and roads weave this seat of power into the daily life of our town. Every choice, from the curved roads to the smallest tower, was made with intention, blending historical inspiration with smart gameplay. The principles we used here today can be applied to any build. Think in terms of elevation and sightlines. Plan before you build. Use verticality to create a sense of power. And don't forget the small details that bring your creations to life. The true magic of Manor Lords is this freedom to create not just a functional town, but a world with a story, a history, and a soul. Thank you so much for joining me on this build. I hope it has inspired you to create your own perfect settlements. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.